Now take a look at that. This is the Insta360 1R, and when you first look at it, you might be like, oh, it's another camera that's trying to be a GoPro, but this is actually quite a bit more. Now, keep in mind that this is a prototype unit. It doesn't have the final firmware. So as of right now, it's still too early for me to make a full-on review of it. That is coming once they tell me go ahead with the final firmware. But I can at least give you my first impressions of it and show you guys what this thing can actually do. Now, as it sits right now, it is actually a whole lot like a GoPro. You know, you got your wide angle 4K. It says back here it's an f2.8 16.4 millimeter equivalent, so pretty nice and wide. Footage is stabilized, and they still haven't finalized the colors on it yet, so I can't show you footage just yet, but the enclosure is also familiar. Prongs on the bottom, so it can work with a lot of the accessories that you might already have. You can get nice stabilized 4K. You have your 4K 60, you have your slow motion frame rates and all that, but who cares, right? This is where it gets really exciting though. So this right here on the bottom is the battery pack, comes off like this. Now here's the cool part. Ready for this? Literally pops apart like a puzzle. But first cool thing, see that monitor? And turn that around and then click. So that is something that is exciting for vloggers out there. That same screen that we had on the rear is not as big as the one you would see on a GoPro. It's a little bit smaller, but it's also not bad. I would consider it to be totally usable. One of the things I really want to test out is the audio quality out of this thing. Again, still waiting for the final firmware for that. But another thing that they're promising is the ability to hook it up to Bluetooth microphones. So that opens up some doors there. Like for example, my motorcycle helmet has a microphone built in so I can talk to other riders, but can I also hook this up to this camera and use it as a microphone? If that ends up sounding good, it's a moto vlogger's dream. Also, AirPods. I honestly have no idea how the sound quality is gonna be out of these, but if they're good, then that's awesome. These three pieces come apart so easily. What's interesting is that when they're seated together, it's now waterproof up to 5 meters. I was honestly a little bit skeptical. I mean, there's all these contact points, like really just by connecting it, it's gonna be waterproof. That is something I did test. I took it snorkeling with me. I was in the water for a solid 30 minutes or so, no problem. Now this is where things really start to get kind of exciting. Pop off this battery, pop off this lens, throw it away. Don't actually. We're gonna attach this, slap on the battery, and now we have ourselves a 360 camera. And Insta360 has been in the game for a while with the Insta360 1X really dominating the market, right? And as far as I can tell, this is a great 360 camera, just like the 1X was. We got 5.7K at 30 frames per second. We can go all the way up to 100 frames per second with 3K, so slow-mo features, that's awesome. And I like this rubber clamp. This just kind of slides over the lenses and protects it, because 360 cameras, you know, you put it down, it tips over, whatever, it's gonna scratch a lens because they're so exposed. But this seems like a good option, quick on, off. But I do notice that sometimes it does smudge the lens a little bit. You know, sometimes if you take it off, you just wanna give it a little pat down before you record. Even with this configuration, it still slides into the same case right there. It adapts to the invisible selfie stick that some of us may already have from the Insta360 1X, and it does a great job just erasing out this stick, so, you know, that's always cool. I wish I could show you guys more footage, but they don't want any of the footage being released until they finalize the color. So again, I will be doing a follow-up to this video with way more footage. Now there's also these clear lens protectors that can snap onto the case, and these actually seem pretty high quality, which is great, especially if you're doing action. You might just like bang up the lens at some point, you know? So I'm excited to see how this is gonna look, because the one from the GoPro Max, if you remember my review on that, they came with like kind of these clear plastic covers, and they were real bad. But just by looking at these, I bet you these are gonna be fairly clean. If you're not familiar with 360 cameras, I'll throw a link right there to kind of give you a breakdown of what they do. But aside from this 360 module and this standard wide angle, there's another one that's really exciting coming out, and it's a 1-inch sensor with a Leica lens. That is what I'm waiting for right there. The image quality out of that thing is probably gonna be really freaking good. A 1-inch sensor with a good lens on there. Ooh, I don't have one yet, so I can't give you any more information than what you could find on Google right now. But finally, what's blowing my mind is that they have told me that there is gonna be a module where you can take this camera and stick it onto a drone, like a Mavic. You're gonna take one lens, put it on top of the drone, one lens, throw it down under. So you're gonna get 360 footage, and it's gonna erase out the drone. What? So far, I've only seen that one clip that Insta360 posted on Instagram, but look at that. I want to do that. So bad. Hopefully in Thailand, I'll be able to get shots like this. And speaking of Thailand, by the time this video uploads on January 7th, I should already be there. And you bet your ass I am bringing this with me. Now, like I said multiple times, I haven't fully been able to test it out because it's all still prototype, but I have some seriously high hopes for this camera. They're not, paying me to say this or anything like that. I'm excited. I really hope they get this right, and they seem like they're on the right track. So as long as they kind of deliver everything that they're promising right now, this is gonna be the action camera to get. GoPro's been in the throne for a long time. Might be time for them to scoot over. We'll see. Anyways, shall we wrap this up? Let's read a few comments. Actually, before I do that, the Matt222 sent me an email a little while back, and he said he was working on a deep fake of me, okay? I'm a little bit scared, and he sent me now a YouTube link. Shall we watch this together?
Face of yours is what the AI sees. It tries to recreate your face, and the more you train it, the more accurate it is.
Wait a second, so Matt222 is training AI to put my face on the upkit?
Look at the size of my belly.
All right, you can come.
Oh my god, what? What is it? Oh my god, that looks so bizarre. What am I looking at? It looks like so f***ed up, like kind of like me. AI is definitely taking over. Elon Musk is right. The world is gonna get taken over by AI. Look at this. Looks like I'm not reading comments today. I'm leaving them. OMG. So I guess Matt222 has 333 subscribers. I'm gonna get 334. Anyways, it is 11:42 p.m. Flight to Thailand takes off early tomorrow morning, so I should probably start packing. Yep, gonna do that. All right, see you guys later.